I have very vivid dreams. I've always had vivid dreams since I was a little kid. And one thing during my first season was I had a dream. The week I got voted out, I had a dream that I did get voted out. And then that Friday, it happened. So a few weeks ago, I had another dream that I was playing this season of Survivor, and I got 5th place. So who knows if that's actually gonna happen, but I'm taking that as a sign that this season will be a lot better for me. And, you know, working with people, I hope, you know, it's gonna go well. First one here, I have no idea what to expect. Luke has been ambiguous about challenges, so I'm just ready to get this started.
I'm actually shaking right now. It's 18 degrees, but that's not why. I'm shaking because I'm super nervous.
So here's live footage of me leaving later than I meant to. Classic. Yeah, just walking to the first challenge, feeling like a goon. I'm excited. More excited to figure out who's there. I'm not sure who I'm expecting. I'll just like take stock, see what the vibe is.
So Luke isn't even here yet?
No. He's late as always.
I thought he was gonna be so on time.
You know, what if it's...
He's a man of words and not action. Unbelievable.
What if it's 9 old returnees versus...
So what I'm thinking for this season is gonna be old versus new.
I'm returning. I'm sure there's other returnees. Could be a fans versus favorites. I could hope that I'm a favorite. But I don't know. It might be too early for that. Second chance? Something? I don't know.
I'm still thinking it's fans versus favorites. Just based on a couple slip-ups in the emails we've gotten about new people and returning people, but...
Is it like fans versus favorites? But I mean, they've already done fans versus first, so I don't think that would be a thing. I don't think like All-Stars would be... I mean, that might be a little bit of a stretch because there's only been 3 seasons.
Hello.
Long wait, finally over. Cannot wait to play again. About to get this adventure started. Season 4, let's go.
It's warm in there, I don't like that. No, great choice. Joe, I like to think yours.
I filmed a vlog like this at the opening of season 3. Like, I had just woken up and looked terrible, so thought I'd continue the tradition. I'm curious to see like who I know, what allies I'm gonna have right off the bat.
Watch season 2.
Why wasn't I invited to that?
I don't know.
I still haven't seen the last episode.
I
Oh my god, okay, I won't spoil it.
There was a lot of like hour-long episodes that were like, oh, you gotta double speed it every time. That's the only way through it.
There's definitely gotta be more than 9 people.
I know.
I saw, at the Rose Garden, I saw like, I thought I saw...
I'm sure a lot of season 1 people returned last season. Like, I think Jake played last season. And then Blonde Molly apparently played last season.
I'm at extreme risk of being sent home early because it's very easy for people to just be like, yeah, so she got to the final 3. Why is she here? She doesn't have anything to prove. She played enough. She's fine. Also, that move with the fake idol with Holly, that's the worst thing ever.
I just met up with Maddie and she gave me the idol.
Holly, this is not a sympathy video. The next person voted out of Survivor, Mind, Body, Soul, Holly.
I felt bad, but that was just payback for Joe and Owen, and Mike and Jason. So anyway, I'm stressed.
Oh, we're the gang!
We're the gang!
Yeah. Gabby, Madison. I think I got everyone. Oh, and Summer's there too. Alright, can we pull Summer out now? Yeah. Okay.
basketball. Just the rules, you guys. Summer will not be playing in this season.
Got him.
Here we are. We have 20 returnees coming for this season. No new players. All players you've either seen before or heard of. 2 of the seasons out. 1 season just ended. That being said, let's call out a few names. Derek, how are you feeling?
There's a lot of great players here, so I don't know. I had like 5 servings of brownie last night, so my stomach's kind of down here.
Speaking of great players, we have 2 winners in this cast, Austin and Lydia. Secrets out. You guys won. How do you feel about being back for another season? Either of you can.
You want to go first?
I mean, I'm like excited to play again. Like obviously I like playing them. Kind of stressful being one of 2 people.
Yeah. It doesn't feel great, but I'm up for the challenge.
Anyone want to answer? How does it feel to be back here with 2 winners from the Syrvivor Syracuse season?
I feel so lucky.
Cam, we're talking about you. Cam, the only person here to be a first boot. How are you feeling today?
Well, I was now nervous because everybody's playing and they are like good. And I definitely had a decent amount of experience here.
Wish you the best of luck for today. Speaking of our king, Jason Ding, coming on. Jason, welcome. Run on in. Jason returning from season 3.
I thought the challenge was at 2:30 p.m., so Luke called me when I was like half asleep.
Anna, how are you feeling?
Yeah. Thankful to be here. The nerves hit me last night, but I try not to think about it. I can't wait to tell people that you're not going to see the same Hannah that you saw in season 2, and I don't think anyone wants to.
That being said, are you guys ready to figure out your tribes and the theme for this season? All right. Before I give you guys buffs for this season, the theme, the 20 returnees, Syrvivor Syracuse, heroes versus villains. Get some first impressions, why don't? Mitch, how are you feeling? What's your view?
I'm ready to yell at Luke whenever he talks to me, because apparently I don't talk loud enough.
I'm excited. There's a lot of new faces and a lot of old faces. It's gonna be fun to meet these people, and hopefully heroes will come out on top.
Abby, heroes versus villains. What are you thinking?
I like the theme. I feel like there's some errors going on.
Still a little confused why I'm on the villain side, but whatever. We'll see. Maybe I kind of am.
Numbers. What are you gonna do? Owen, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy to see some of the people that I've watched in season 1 and 2, and then some people that I know. I'm just excited to get to know everyone better.
And Gabby, your season not out yet, but just filmed, so there's a lot of season 3 people here, so it's probably not a secret to know where everyone placed in that season. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling awesome. I'm like obsessed with the theme. I don't know anybody here. It's great.
I like the villains. I love the moniker of villain. You know, like some people were like, yeah, I don't know if I like being called a villain. I love it. I embrace it. I'm obsessed.
So without further ado, I won't hold you guys here for long to get cold. You guys ready to figure out your first challenge?
Yeah.
All right, we have 10 note cards. On these note cards are a list of words. These words pertain to objects that you must gather as a tribe. Since there are 10 note cards, each person will be given 1 note card. Easy means green, medium means yellow, and hard means red. If you get easy right, 1 point. If you get medium right, 2 points. If you get hard right, 3 points. Each line, so each clue is worth that amount of points. So the medium card, the yellow card, the first line, 2 points. Second line, 2 points. Third line, 2 points. So the maximum you can get for that card is 6 points. Villains, you guys are down a player. Since there's 10 cards, there are 4 medium cards. Kevin, on his own time, already completed one of the medium cards. That being said, you guys have the choice to whether accept his score or decline his score. I won't tell you his score. Basically, he did the medium card. The score is up in the air. You can either accept it or add on another item to the 3 medium cards that you have. So it's basically, do you trust Kevin that he got all 3 of them? Or do you want to take it into your own hands to try to figure it out? Just in case, maybe you got 1 or 2 wrong.
He's not gonna do that. I think he got it. Yeah. We accept it. We accept it.
You guys accept it?
We accept it.
All right. Each team will have a variation of 45 minutes to complete all of these objects. The hard people will go first. They will leave first. They will have the full 45 minutes. Then medium will go at 40. Then easy will go at 35. That being said, you could wait for the easy people to go and go as a tribe. You can try to figure it out by yourself, depending on you guys. I'll give you guys a moment to strategize.
No, I think the hard people should go first. Who is hard?
Everyone's so nice. I think that's like an advantage of being on the Heroes tribe right now. We're all really good with communication.
I mean,
Not even though
I don't know how hard these are gonna be.
I like the rest of my tribe. I like that we have Austin there as potentially as a shield or a target.
We can also split you between the groups too.
That's fair. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
I like my team so far. Not many people from season 1.
Or maybe we should do cards with people who aren't in the bench team.
What?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, who wants to say it?
Have to say I'm very happy where I ended up on my tribe. Would not want to be on the villain tribe right now. I think there's a lot of strong personalities over there, and it's gonna be really interesting to see who comes out on top.
Oh, wait, is
We should
Kevin
have the
here?
most people go with hard, right?
Or I can add Kevin. What I'm most stressed about is looking around and then seeing, you know, not like random people, but like whole alliances intact. Like a lot of my old alliance members are here, but like there's also 4 RAs. There's Holly, Cassidy, Kevin again, and now Paul's here too, and I know they're good friends with Paul. So that's a little stressful.
It's 45 minutes. Yeah, that's a lot. I feel like I'm underestimating this because that's such a hard items.
45 minutes is so much time to be a card.
I
If you go to Destiny USA, it's gonna be it's gonna be speed.
I like Madison. I like Abby. They're both cool. I mean, Abby's like one of my best friends, so I'd probably work with her, but I gotta keep an eye out for Jake and Paul. Maybe work with Hannah, I don't know, but if I voted her out, I'd probably feel bad, so.
Before I start the first challenge, Villain Tribe, you guys have a message from Kevin. I just sent it to your group chat. You guys want to watch that now? Go for it.
Hey guys, my name's Kevin, and I am so sorry that I can't make it to today's challenge. I'm not coming back till next weekend because I'm celebrating Chinese New Year with my family, but I'm so excited to get to know you all and meet you all in person soon. I hope you guys kick some ass in the challenge, and see you next week.
Just in case you have a vested interest, this is my last season as host. So, wish you guys all the best of luck. Can't wait to figure out how this season ends. But yeah,
Big pay.
you guys are ready?
High stakes.
All right. Can I get the 3 hard? 3 hard?
Season 4. Come on, guys. Hey, go villains. Woo.
Let's get angry.
Let's get nice.
Remember, you guys have 45 minutes to the dot. If you're not here by 11:22, your items will not count. You have to be on this laptop by 11:22. Have you done that? Alright, go for it. Split them up amongst yourselves. You guys can leave, you guys can stay, whatever you want to do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Have you sent them?
Yeah. There should be.
Can I get the 3 medium for villains, 4 medium for heroes?
Medium? Am I medium? Yeah, 5 SDs.
Oh, we're still here. 1122, where's your 3 items? They won't count. Here's your 3 claws. I think that's 3, right? And here's your 4. Split them up as much as you want. Good luck.
Oh, I had one in my car. That's not. That's the car shovel. Wait, I don't have a car shovel. You can.
I have a car shovel in my car.
I have
an airplane jacket in my house, so I can get that.
Wait, what?
You have a literal airplane?
Oh, it has a jacket with an airplane.
Wow, that'll work.
Joystick ninjas on contract.
Yeah, but like, I don't have anything with ninjas on it.
In my room.
Yeah, I have a Switch on my I have a Switch on my house, but is it like ninja enough?
No. That's gotta be over.
There's one in my shower, but it's my room.
Well, it comes down to we need to win.
But we got yours, right?
We did, yeah.
That's for sure.
Cards, sticky note, candle.
I feel like what is that?
I should be blue card.
Gyro like a brand?
I never thought I could do this.
Should you guys go? I'm excited about this.
Time to shine. I was born for this moment.
Remember, 1122, you have to be back here on this blacktop. Read the 3 items that you think these are. If you're not back here, will not count for any points. There you go. Good luck, guys.
Mustard.
Mustard. Yeah. Gag.
Duke mustard.
Skylark. Oh, toothbrush. Chip Skylark. My shiny teeth in me. Here we go.
Well, we got 20 minutes, so yeah. Let's get on the car.
Thought I was done with running on the freaking first day of Survivor. Gotta try to make it home. Find a toothbrush. Oh boy, feels good to be back.
Yeah, so easy card. My clues seem pretty obvious. The first one's a basketball. I don't have one, but I think people are arranging getting one. The second one, warm navy orange spirit. Kind of just seems like a Syracuse sweatshirt, if I had to guess. And then the last one is a jersey. So I'm going back to my room right now and made the terrible decision of cutting through the field across from Booth to get back instead of just walking around the street.
Hey guys, it's Derek here, kind of out of breath because I'm kind of jogging. So I got a medium card. Here it is right here. And I know all 3 items. I have to get a deck of cards, post-it notes, and a candle. I'm gonna get a candle for Cam too. I have until 11:22. I think I'll make it. Just in case, I might ask my roommate to drive me back or take my bike back. But we'll see. This is definitely an intense challenge. I'm not sure who has the advantage here.
Hi, besties. We're in the
Squad.
car.
Please drive safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is fun. What's up, Survivor Nation? So we're here at my house because we figured that we can probably just get many of the things at my place. Now you guys keep your shoes on. All right. So on mine we have Burger Wand, which we think is a Holly smartly said is a spatula. Airplane jacket, which is a bomber jacket, or a jacket with the airplane on it. I'm still sticking by that. I'll just bring both. And joystick ninja, which is nunchucks. What do you got?
Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 2, which we think are 2 dice. Stinky stuck stick, which we're thinking is a plunger. And then I have gyro and gear. No idea what that is yet.
Alright. I got many words, so we're thinking a book. A tiny scarf, like a chain or necklace, and I have no idea what idea of New Jersey is, so we're gonna try to figure that out.
I'm going back to Thornton Park. I literally have the bunny stuffed animal I've slept with since I was 5 years old because someone needed a stuffed animal. And I have a White Claw in my pocket.
So I'm coming back. I had the easy one, pretty simple. I needed a toothbrush, ketchup, 20. Simple. But here's where I'm at now, is walking back, nobody was able to find a dictionary, walked into the radio station. Sometimes it has perks working places. Got this bad boy, hopefully it's enough to put us over the top.
Currently biking back. I'll make it.
Advantage bird filmer. We don't know.
A drone, maybe? Oh. Who the fuck has a drone to just...
Amazing. Yeah. Okay.
Advantage bird filmer.
Advantage bird filmer. What the fuck?
Filmer.
Are we missing
Are
anything?
you a bird? Birds? Go birds.
I am not a bird.
Yeah, oh wait, we're missing tiny scarf.
Tiny scarf. What's mine?
Say something. I hope this advantage is good. I'm with Mike and Jason. I'm with Jason and Mitch right now. I don't know. I should probably share this one. Yeah, he's right here. All right.
Me and Gabby went to Bird and we were just a little too late. We were there in 5 minutes, but someone already grabbed the advantage.
We just found Joe's sack at Bird, and we got an advantage. It says hero or villain advantage. You either die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. What a win. This advantage allows the user to send anonymously an agreement to another player to either invoke protection or a bounty on someone else. Hero act or villain act? Choose hero. If you choose hero, you must pick a player to receive this task. By choosing this hero, the receiver is obligated to protect another player you choose in the game until the final 15. If the hero succeeds in protection, he or she receives a minor advantage. If the hero fails in protection, he or she loses 1 consecutive tribal votes post swap. And there's the choose villain. If you choose a hero, you must pick a player to receive this task. By choosing this villain, the receiver is obligated to eliminate another player. Oh, gotcha. All right. So it's either big risk, big reward for the villain, or small risk, small reward for the hero.
All right. Good advantage. Now it's time to go head back, right, guys?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you back.
So, first challenge over with. Let's see who wins it. We'll start with the easy note cards. We'll start with whoever has the COVID healthy SU symptom note card. Please step up. Okay. All right. For COVID healthy SU symptom, what did you guys select? Thermometer and thermometer. You guys are both correct. 1 point for each side. Next up, Claw, Bud, Regret. Can Regret. What did you guys select? White Claw for both. It was alcoholic beverage. It will count. 1 for each side. 2.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Suck, Floor, Crumb, and Loud. What did you guys say? Vacuum. That's a vacuum. Vacuum was correct. 3-3 for both of y'all. Congrats. Next up, we'll grab the Scarlet Shiny White Tool note card. All right. So for the first one, and give me an explanation.
Skylar Shiny White Tool.
Scarlet. Oh, okay. There we go. Chip Skylar. You guys both got it right. That is 1 point for each. Next up, 4 footlongs, Andrew Jackson, inflation stonks. $20 bill, $20 bill. You guys are both correct. And last but not least, mustard, rival, fridge, fry, ketchup. You guys are both correct. 6-6. You guys did a great job today. Start with the LeBron tool, orange shoot one. Basketball still counts. 7-7. Next up, warm navy orange spirit. Have Syracuse on them. It was Syracuse gear, correct. 8. And lastly, fan gear sport represent. That's a jersey, sports jersey, correct. Jersey was correct. 9-9. Everyone got the easy one. I will now take the resting hug one. Kevin did this for you guys. I will reveal his answers for this. Resting hug. This is the start of the medium, so each one counts for 2 points. Okay, resting hug. Stuffed animal. Cam said stuffed animal. Kevin said blanket.
So I brought my bunny that I sleep with at night here, thinking that it would be the right item.
The correct answer was blanket.
But it was not. It was a blanket.
Kevin got that right. That's 2 extra points for villains. Next up, wax hex cylinder. Cam, you say candle. Kevin also said candle. It is candle. It is 13, 11 villains. And last but not least, hands and numbers. Clock. Clock is correct. That is 2 points for each. Kevin also said clock. 15, 13 villains. Next medium card, we'll start with War Gamble Deal. War Gamble Deal. Deck of cards for Derek. Deck of cards for Madison. That is the correct answer. Sticky reminder. You did not get that one? Sticky reminder, Derek, your post-it notes. Post-it notes is correct. It is a tie game once again. And last but not least, bath sponge.
I don't have that one.
What do you have?
I have wax hex cylinder.
Well, who do you have? Do you have one? You didn't collect wax hex cylinder?
Yeah. There was a communication issue. People who said they'd be able to get the candle and the sticky notes just did not. So I hope that doesn't come back on me just because I was the one with the card.
Madison weirdly had like 2 items on her list that she just like never told us about, and they were very, very easy. So I'm a little confused what happened there.
All right, Derek, that is correct. Wax hex cylinder again. 1917 heroes. We'll take the cover dry stick one. First up, cover dry stick. Ooh, different of opinion here. What's your thoughts? Deodorant, cover dry stick. Why'd you pick that?
Cover dry. Stick it. Stick it.
All right. And Cass, why'd you pick umbrella?
Because it covers you from the rain and keeps you dry, and it has stick on it.
That's a great reasoning, and you are correct. Heroes up 4 points now. Snow scraper. Car shovel. You guys picked snow scraper. That is both correct. 2 points for both of you. And last but not least, bath sponge. Loofah and a loofah. Both are correct. 2 points for each. 25 to 21. 25, 21. We have one more medium card to do. Alright, band tool. We'll start with band tool right now. Guitar pick was close, but we were looking for musical instrument, not the musical tool. That is a tool for the tool. So that will not count. That is not a musical instrument either, so 0 points across the board. Kissing and lubricant bees. Those are both chapstick bees. Correct, both 2 points. And last but not least, scoop white cold. You guys both brought ice cream, specifically vanilla. That is both incorrect. It is shovel. Yeah, 27, 23, 3 cards left, all hard, all worth 3 points. It's a matter of this, who will be going to Tribal Council, who will potentially be the first boot of Season 4 and all returnee season. Let's find out. We'll start with many words card. All right, start many words. Now. Right. Dictionary, you both are correct for dictionary, 3 points for each tribe. Next up, tiny scarf. Bandana and what's that? You guys are both incorrect. You're going for tie then. Tie. Idea, New Jersey. You picked me for Idea, New Jersey. And you picked light bulb. Correct answer was light bulb. For Idea, light bulb, New Jersey, Thomas Edison, Edison, New Jersey. 30 to 29, 2 cards left. All right, we'll start with a 1, 2, 3, 4 one. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 2. Explain your reason.
Like clock. You said like clock, like 6 times 2, like 12.
Okay. And Mitch, you brought pair dice.
I are 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I brought 2 of them.
That's a great reasoning, and you are correct. Pair dice for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 2. Next up, the sticky stuck stick. You didn't have anything?
Plunger.
That is a plunger. Is that your own plunger?
No.
Mine. Well, Eli, your plunger is correct. Another 3 points for heroes, up by 7. Last but not least, gyro gear. We went with aluminum foil.
I interpret it as gyro, like the sandwich.
Okay. And we went with bike. Well, it was gyro, but we were looking for the gyro Greek food. So Greek gear.
So like
something with Greek letters on it. Heroes up by 7, villains down by 7. It comes down to the last one. Villains have to get all of them right. Heroes have to get all of them wrong. Let's find out. Burger 1, 2, Eli and Jack, both from season 2, both from Maroon 9. All right, let's start with Burger 1.
We had the exact same spatula.
Spatula and spatula. Spatula is correct. 3 points for the heroes, basically sealed at that point, which means heroes, you guys are immune, not facing tribal council. No one can. You guys will be getting the first clue to the hero's immunity idol. I will text it to you when we all leave here today. Villains, unfortunately, you did not win this first challenge, which means tribal council next week, or someone will be the first person voted out of season 4 of Survivor Heroes vs. Villains. That's all I have for you guys.
Anyone want ice cream? I don't fucking lose challenges ever. Like I haven't gone to a pre-merge tribal since the second one. So I don't know. I think the only issue I have is I like everyone too much, and I need to tighten my circle down.
So we won, and I'm really excited. My tribe all seems really nice, and we all worked really well together. So I hope that continues. And yeah, I'm glad not to be on the villains tribe because they all seem really mad at each other right now.
Well, this really sucks. Yeah, tribal council. Lost the challenge, actually. We just got killed. The 2 easiest ones that Madison had, she just didn't get them. It wouldn't have changed anything in the grand scheme of things.
What really bothers me is Madison had 2 clues that we solved for her, and she just didn't get the items. Which, you know my feelings about Madison. I'm just really glad that there's a more concrete reason to write her name down at Tribal Council this time. So she said, we were talking about my elimination over there.
And the second person voted out of Syrvivor Syracuse, Mind, Body, Soul, Gabby.
All right, I'm taking this very personally. Fuck all y'all.
She said, it was either going to be you or me. This time it's not going to be me.
We lost. That sucks to go to the first tribal again. I'm like kind of stressed, but not that stressed. Like, I don't know, don't want to make the same mistakes again and F myself over, but also everyone's going to be sussed out because there's way more, I guess season 3 people in my tribe. So I guess I'm just going to spend the week trying to not like freak out, but yeah.
I don't think I'm in that much trouble for this tribal council. I mean, I didn't fuck up in the challenge. No one really did. But I feel like there's people who, just did much more heinous shit than I did. Like, Hannah, are you kidding me? Like, why not take her out right now?
Don't want to be the first person voted out. I got in a car accident this weekend, so I've been trying to leverage the guilt aspect of that.
So it's a few hours after our first challenge, and we won, thank God. Oh my God, I was a little nervous, but the other team missed a lot of the items, and or if they missed an item, we also missed it, and we stayed ahead, which was great. I talked to Derek a lot, and I think we, have an alliance started, I think. We were talking and discussing of like who we liked and who some people he was bothered by. So I think that down the road that we can work well together. He said that if he hears anything, he'll let me know, and if I hear anything, I will let him know. So that's off to a good start. So yeah, I'm so glad that our team won, and yeah, I want to work with Derek. And Austin's really funny, watching him on season 2. He was this quiet guy at the beginning, and he really had a lot of confidence by the end and grew as a person. So yeah, I think today I got good vibes from him, so I would definitely want to keep in touch with him. Same thing with Carl. Had no idea who he was before, but we talked a little bit when we were walking to get our items at the start of the challenge, and he seems cool too, and Jason, I think he'll probably be a popular guy. He just like has a positive energy, so you know, it's off to a good start. I don't really know the girls as well. Like Cam played my first season, but you know, she was the first person voted off and she wasn't even on my tribe, so I didn't really talk to her at all. So, you know, I want to get Cam on my side. I want to figure out what her game plan is.
I love talking to everybody so far. It like annoys me that nobody's annoying. I don't really know what I'm doing because last time I played, like, I was out first. I don't know the social game. Like, I still need to reach out to the girls a little bit. I need to reach out to Cassidy and Holly a little bit. I haven't talked to Jason either, so that makes me a little bit nervous. I know that I heard that Eli has a lot of connections on the other side, which makes me a little bit nervous. I really haven't talked to Austin. The fact that he won and I haven't gotten close with him makes me nervous, so I have to work on that. But hopefully we just win tomorrow and we don't have to worry about tribal in 2 days, which is scary. And we'll just make it to Thursday with no big deal.
I think I'm in a pretty interesting position to start this game. So basically everyone I worked with on season 3 is on the villain tribe, meaning the heroes are pretty much new to me, but I do think that there's a couple of things working in my favor. One, I don't think that I have too much of a target. I'm not the biggest man, I'm not the smallest man. There's a lot of things that play up to the fact that my threat level should not be oversized. The other thing is like Austin's on the tribe. That's a threat. He won. There's bigger guys. There's Eli. So I feel okay with all of that. Now it's about positioning myself within the group, seeing who I vibe with, because honestly, I think at this point, I'm going to be getting more information from the other side. I know there's people I want to work with, whether that's Lydia, whether that's Kevin, whether that's Owen. I mean, Lydia and Owen were the people I was closest with when I went out last time, so I definitely feel like there's some lifeboats on the other side. The question is, what do I do with the tribe in front of me? And I think that's what I'm going to figure out this week.
I'm looking for the edit right now. And it's something like shadowed by 2 where students once do.
Surrounded by 2 means like it's, 2 things taller than it.
Designing your own way and the number 2.
Designed to play or design something.
Design your way to get this idol in play. And initially I thought like the Schaefer Arbor, and then I realized that it seems like it's like Kimmel. Since where students once knew Kimmel closed, so probably not there. Oh well, so that fits. And then design your way, there's a 3D printer room on the side of the dorm. So I'm thinking it's over here, but I don't see it. I know for a fact that Eli, Mitch, Carl, Jason, Derek, and Catherine weren't looking because I saw them all leave and not head in this direction. I guess while I continue looking for these next couple minutes and walk back over to the other side of the building where I've searched like 3 times already. So this, I don't know. People like me on the tribe, I feel. I don't know how much game they're gonna want to play with me. I'm not really nervous about that though. I feel good. I left the challenge with Carl, Mitch, Jason, and Eli. And they seemed chill. Didn't talk too much about forward thinking of the game, but I think we're just kind of keeping low profile-ish right now.
Hi guys, it's Holly and Cassidy. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're doing an unboxing of immunity items. So exciting. We got the clue when Cam was driving us home and I, without thinking, was like, oh, I bet it's a Kimmel underneath, like, where Makerspace is. And thank God we got there before she did. So we're about to open it. Hopefully it's a real one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ended up, so we got there and nobody was there and we were like looking around and then this DPS officer like comes out and he was like, what are you guys doing? And he was like, we were like, oh, we're just like playing a game, like we're looking for something, and he was like, well,
I saw like a guy put something over there if you like want to go check, and then we checked and we found this, and then we got to like, we were gonna go to Shine after that, and then I realized that my phone wasn't in my pocket, so we walked all the way to like Bird, and then we came back and my phone was like wedged in the snow by Kimmel, and we ran into Austin. I keep forgetting names.
You find it? Oh, okay.
And we were like, oh yeah, like we gave up and like we
I
left.
had it in my pocket the whole time and I didn't take my hands out because I didn't want him to see like the bulge in the pocket.
We were like, oh, we were here earlier, and then we gave up, and then I realized I left my phone here, so I came back. So we
Which
like
was true.
pretended to look for it for a little while, and we're like, I don't know, I just like can't find it. I was at Shine and I didn't see it.
So yeah, and now if I can get all this duct tape off, I think I'm good with
This
it.
looks
but
real.
it looks real, yeah. We're traumatized from watching season 2 with Hannah, so now we're like, I don't
And
know
with the
if it's
fake
real.
idol from York.
Yeah, the fake idol that they gave me to get me out.
Can't
on
trust
season 3.
anybody.
Can't trust anybody. So interesting. Okay, so this is in plastic wrap. Let's read the note. Okay. All right. Hidden immunity idol. Very exciting. Congratulations, you have found the Hero Tribe Hidden Immunity Idol. You either die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. When played at Tribal Council, any vote cast against you will not count. If you intend to play the idol for yourself or someone else, you must do so anytime votes are read. Last time we played is Final 5. Okay.
Hero side, let's go. I'm honored. We just won our first challenge. It was like the riddles thing was actually pretty fun, but a lot of the riddles like didn't make sense. Like, like Luke, like what the fuck are you doing? No offense, like sorry, I didn't mean to say that. You're an awesome dude. The riddle is just tough as fuck. Confused why 1, Madison's on the villain side, 2, Holly's on the hero side. Madison's like the sweetest, nicest person like ever, and she was like, even like to like the other tribes last season, she was like so nice and sweet. I don't know why she's considered a villain unless she like did something like behind stage like that I don't know of, but I don't think she deserves to be on that side. And I know for a fact Holly does not belong on the hero side. She is a backstabbing, ungrateful teammate, and she reached out to me yesterday, like sending me a whole fucking message, like, whoa, like I'm sorry for what happened last season, like, I'm happy we're on the same tribe again, and just like, I'm sorry, like I want to work with you this season, I want to like basically telling me she want to make an alliance. I was like, oh yeah, no, fuck you. I said yes, but me, Eli, and Mitch, I think they're both from season 2, us 3, made an alliance, secret alliance that no one know of, obviously, and I think we're the 3 strongest members in the tribe, so I'm really happy like the top 3 players are making an alliance. I trust Eli and Mitch, but at the same time I'm nervous because the reason I'm a hero is because I trust my teammates. I know they won't backstab me and I won't do the same to them, besides Holly. Those 2 kids are really smart, Mitch and Eli. I'm honestly scared. I'm terrified. I'm intimidated by them. At the same time, I'm happy we made an alliance, and I really hope it's real, considering that we are hiding something from our own tribe.
We talked about the options. Eli kind of explained it more. He got more information about when he needed to use it by, and so he needs to use it by tonight. So we'll figure it out. But I think he kind of is leaning towards using it to eliminate someone. And we were talking about threats on the other side. Jason brought up Owen, which I mean, I don't know so much about the season 3 players. We're kind of at a disadvantage because they've been able to see our season and season 1. So that will be interesting. But yeah, Jason said Owen could be a threat, but I know Lydia won, so she's also a huge threat. Jason said he has a connection with Madison. And then I don't know about season 1. I don't know about Catherine and Cam's connections to Paul and Jake, but I definitely want to at least reach out to Cam because being a first boots must suck, but it also means, you know, she hasn't played a lot, so she doesn't really have a lot of connections. And I kind of want to see what her game could be like. I think she could be a good player, and I think she could be a useful Alliance member. I'm looking to make a Geneva connection, though. I mean, right off the bat, I'm hoping Eli and I can be something like that. But I'm looking to be loyal to someone, till like one of us gets voted off, because that kind of connection was great, and it got me as far as I did. I mean, without Geneva, wouldn't have gotten so lucky, but yeah, it's interesting.
Alright, so I'm in my new and improved robe from last season. It's an off-brand Snuggle or Cozy or whatever. So I was on FaceTime for like 2 or 3 hours today. Primarily was with Mitch and Jason to figure out what to do with the hero and village advantage. Right now, what we're going towards is having our advocate be Madison and voting out Lindsay, because we think Lindsay probably has a big target on her back because, you know, she won last season. No one wants a 2-season winner, especially in a row, and we think we can work with Madison in the future. However, I also talked with Derek and Holly today for like 20 minutes each over FaceTime, maybe a little longer. But Derek, I think I really want to work with because I think he's very trustworthy, and he has sort of a running relationship with Kat, who I don't know, and who, you know, I would like to work with because I don't think she really knows many people in this tribe. So she's gonna work with the first person who reaches out to her, which was Derek. So if I can be aligned with Derek, I can be aligned with Kat. And if we have Mitch and Jason, that's already 5. We just need to bring one more person in. Holly, on the other hand, she said I was the first person to reach out to her besides Cassidy. And they, you know, they're friends from last season. They're friends in general. But I don't know. Holly was trying to give me the oh, I'm such a nice person vibe, and like I'm a very loyal Alliance member. But according to Jason, she backstabbed him and voted him out in their season. And apparently her and Madison have beef because precisely Holly wasn't that loyal. Well, that's what I gathered. So, I don't know. I would be open to working with Holly, but I think I would be a lot more cautious around her than I would with Derek.
The person who I'm worried about most is Holly. And the reason why is because her and Cassidy are very close. I know that they're basically a package deal. Apparently they played together last season and they're playing together again, and for the most part seem to want to play together again. And a duo this early in the game is dangerous. I know, because I was in a duo in my game. But not only that, Paul on the Villains tribe is an RA with both Holly and Cassidy and Lawrenson. So they get to contact another tribe. Now that's dangerous. Now I like Holly, I really do. She seems super chill, she seems super nice, she seems super funny. But I've been kind of talking to everybody, and a lot of people have been throwing her name out there as a point of concern.
Hi, it's me, Paul. Still day one. My whole tribe, except Kevin, because he's not here at college yet. We went to Shine right after the newly renovated Shine, beautiful, and got food, and we ate by HBC. Nice group talks. We're not gonna have the big talks there, but while I was in the car with Owen and Madison during the challenge, they like mentioned Cass and Holly. They're like, oh, they're definitely mad at us, they don't like us, and I was just sitting there silently in the back. But once Madison left the car to get like a jacket and some other stuff, I was talking to Owen and we could work something with Jake, because DKA, but also Madison during that challenge. It's too early to tell, but it looks like her could be her, or I think Lydia would be super easy, because if we don't find out the winner first, what the hell are we doing? But I don't know. Hannah drove me to my dorm, had some talks with her. She said she's not holding grudges from her season. She's here to play with whoever will work with her, and like she seems like really like friendly, nice about it, and like I trust her, and like I think she trusts me, and I think I really loved her season, like popular opinion, but I'm glad that I reached out and like had that friendship with her like baked in already. Just got off the phone with Gabby updating her, and we updated each other because we're tight. I'm gonna update Kevin soon, and maybe the other RAs too, because Kevin was away, and I need to make sure he's in with me and not gonna do his little wishy-washy thing, because he's on the villain tribe. This is Kevin Wu we're talking about. But I just got a text from Jake and Jack, so I have to figure out who to text first, who to call first. I think I have to talk to Jake first, but I have to respond to Jack, but I don't know what to say.
It is so good to be back and playing. You know, when I thought of the heroes versus villains theme, I understood why I was a villain. It's pretty obvious. But there were people that I weren't sure if they were villains or not, especially Abby. But if there's one person from the Maroon 5 Alliance that I'm glad to see on my tribe, it's her. And honestly, the luck is just on my side. Hannah's on my tribe, and she'll literally do anything to be in the majority because she doesn't want to go first, which I respect, and I'd never vote her out again, like how I did last time. And I'd have to say I really built a good connection with Madison so far. She seems like she's really loyal, and you know, we've just talked a lot about personal stuff in the last few days, and not the last few days, I mean just within the last day, and I basically told her 100% that she's gonna be my #1 ally, and I mean it. I mean, last time I played, Erica was my #1, and before that I had a few final 2 deals, but I was really never serious about going to the end with any of them. I really think Madison could help me get to the end. And the good thing about that is there's people like Abby and Hannah who think I'm really tight with them too, even though I am. But Madison is a step above them, which is fine. You know, I really am excited to play again because I just need to prove my worth. I'm worried about Jake and Paul. Even though Jake voted out Paul, I'm worried because they're really smart. And at this point, most people on my tribe have talked to Kevin. I texted Kevin yesterday, and he hasn't responded to me. So I'm kind of suspect of that. If he's not going to reach out to me, then, you know, basically he's dead to me. And if he doesn't want to work with me, and he's excited to talk to other people, like Abby texted him, and he got back really excited and wanted to talk to her, and it's kind of frustrating. But I don't want to make it look like I'm calling the shots. There's a lot that could go wrong if I tried being the one to call the shots. Owen, I don't know what he's up to. I think he's kind of sus. Madison has been giving me everything from their season. Gabby, loose cannon, but Abby likes Gabby. So I'm trying to figure out who would be the best person to vote out based on who likes who.
Well, if you're a fan of mine, or, you know, my mom watching this, rooting for me, I have good news and bad news. The good news is I may have secured a majority alliance on the Villains tribe. The bad news is it is kind of centered around Jack. And as far as like people on the team who I can trust, there's not many. And so it kind of worries me to be trusting him so much at this point in the game. But he's, you know, I talked to him last night. He seemed pretty genuine. And I know he's a gamer. I know he plays this, very hard and is probably talking to everyone at this point, telling them what they want to hear. But he's pretty much telling me exactly what I want to hear. And what I thought I knew is just confirmed that he's working with Hannah and Abby. And he knows about my alliance with Madison. And I told him I'm, optimistic about Lydia, but I don't want to work with her too much long term. But I mean, for now, that just seems like the best thing because she trusts me a little bit more than maybe some other people in the tribe so far. But if it's me, Lydia, Madison, Jack, Abby, and Hannah, then that's 6. It doesn't really matter what anyone else, wants to do, but it kind of does because I don't want to piss someone off and get a target on my back. So, man, this is just tough. I don't know anyone well enough at this point that I would really want to vote them out, except for maybe Kevin. And I just don't want to lobby too hard against him because I know that he has friends, and I don't know, how the information would get around, but it just can't get back to him.
Hello, just met with Jack in person and Oa via FaceTime, and both went well. Jack, I think he's serious. I think I'm feeling really good. I think he promised that I was serious about him, and I don't do that unless I mean it. So I'm serious about him. Hopefully he's genuine. Anyway, I'm feeling good about that. But what we were figuring out is who would vote for Gabby and who would vote for Lydia if it was in between those two names. And he assumed that I would vote for Lydia over Gabby, it'd be more complex. I want to vote with him, but I'm not comfortable voting for Lydia. And I don't think Owen would be comfortable at this point either. But I'm pretty sure they want a season 3 person out this week. Understandable, we have majority if we were to all work with each other, which isn't gonna happen. But I started throwing out the name Kevin and Paul, I guess, a little bit. I'm just sus because he has so much information about every single person in the game. Same with Jake, but Paul more so because he's close with Colin. But yeah, I want to call more shots this season. I think I didn't want to do it right off the bat, but I think I can push this in a way that Owen will think it's his idea, which is so frustrating. But Kevin, you heard it from me first.
Hello. It is not looking well for Kevin. I am a little stressed, but I'm trying not to be too worried because Kevin told himself that he's not gonna get too paranoid and whatever happens, happens. So we're just vibing here right now. But yeah, lots to do. Also, apologies if I wore this sweater yesterday. I swear I changed, and I did change. I just threw the sweater on because I hate how my whole head looks, so whatever. Yeah. I don't know. My name's obviously being tossed around by everyone. I'm just like, love to hear Kevin's name, blah, 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 blah. And I don't know. It's hard because it's one thing to want to get me out because of my game and everyone's being like, oh, he's a social player, but again, everyone's a social player. I don't think I'm a better social player than anyone on our tribe, but it's another thing to be like, oh, he has allies on the other side. We don't want to get him too close, the stupid Arya alliance. I don't even want to have an Arya alliance. I don't know, whatever. So it's just dumb. Ugh. Why get the kid out who's not here? I mean, you guys don't even know me, and I'm trying. I'm trying to FaceTime y'all, and then here Madison is still not responding to anything. I'm just you still holding grudges? Get over it. I want her out, and I'm so annoyed that people are falling for her little innocent act. Ugh. So I'm sorry. That was kind of mean. Ugh, I hate myself. But it's just so frustrating because I'm just she's not like that. This is such y'all are being played, and then here she is being a cold shoulder, and I'm Maddie, you can make an unlikely ally out of me, and we can do stuff. I'm not shutting down any doors, so
whatever. I don't know. I want her out as well. I want literally everyone on our tribe out, but it's whatever.
The two names that are out this week are Kevin and Lydia. I actually, I enjoy everyone on this tribe. When it comes to Kevin, my first talk with Kevin, I had such a good time talking to Kevin. Like, a really good time. Like, a suspiciously, like, good of a good time. So I immediately got off the call and I went, no, Hannah, stop. You're not special. You're not you're not special. He talks to everyone this way, girl. So don't go blabbing your secrets to him with no filter, because his charm is gonna get you. So very love Kevin. Oh my god. And then Lydia has said something implying about everyone. Especially like, oh, Jack and Abby are tight, which I am working with Jack and Abby, so I need to protect them at all costs. This is gonna be very short and confusing, but we got Jack, Abby, myself, and Madison. We're a 4. Jake thinks that he's a 4 with Jack, Abby, and myself, I believe. He came to me today and he was like, and I was like, yeah. But I'm interested in working with Jake and Paul. I had a great time with Paul the other night, and I just love talking to Paul. So as long as I can keep Paul in this game, I will, because I love hanging out with him. I need to catch up with Gabby. Gabby's been doing a lot of recruitment this week, but Gabby's also great. We share that like pre-merge kinship. And Owen's kind of like pushing for Kevin. I don't know what that's about, but like everyone's telling me he's very controlling and he wants to like control the vote or whatever. And I'm like, you do you, Bo. You do you, boo. And is that the entire villain tribe? I feel like that's the entire villain tribe.
Owen called me around like 8 or 9 and was just like pretty like right into like game talk. Like we hadn't really spoken yet. Obviously we have this DKA connection alliance thing with me, him, and Paul, but he immediately was just like, I think the vote should be on Kevin, because he had told me that Lydia's name was being tossed around and neither of us were super pumped about that. I don't really know how I feel about it now. Like, I like Lydia a lot and I think it makes sense for me to keep her around as a shield. But at the same time, according to Paul and Kevin, she's going around saying a lot of shit and just like trying to put together a season 3 alliance, which I don't love. But at the same time, I feel like keeping Lydia around makes sense, because at some point, if we get to a point where we lose another challenge and we're just like, I don't really want to vote anyone else out, I feel like everyone will gang up and take out Lydia at a certain point. But I know that's a dangerous perception to have, because she's such a strong player and she has the ability to find idols, she has the ability to make connections and pull off good blindsides. But I think people are very sketched out by her, not only because of how she is as a winner, but just because I think people have not gotten the best vibes from her right away. Like, people are definitely taken a little aback by how she's come out of the gate. I think as a winner, she might have played it a little wrong. She's kind of like coming in and talking shit, which I mean, that's Lydia. Like, I kind of knew that's what she would do. But I don't think everyone else with that on top of her being a winner is sketching them out. I know Paul's afraid of her. I know Gabby's afraid of her. For me, my game plan right now is to get through this round and try to think 2 or 3 rounds in advance. And by that I mean I don't necessarily care who goes home here. I think there is a way for me to survive on this tribe regardless of who goes home. But I need to think about not being in power right now, because being in power right now is not something I'm interested in. I need to think about how I can be in power 2 or 3 moves from now. If I take out some person, who is going to be the power structure, and is there a path for one, the power structure not to come after me? I don't really see a situation where people are coming after me right now, which I'll kind of get to. I have a lot to say. I'm sorry, this is a long confessional. And 2, I need to think about a way I can take a shot at this power structure. So I need them not to come after me, and I need there to be a path for me to go after them.
This is a way more active, socially active tribe, I guess, than the last one I was on. And they seem to like me a lot more than my last one did. So as I said, I've had like pretty long conversations with a lot of people. I really like Abby, and you know, I know she likes me too, which is cool and sweet. Abby and Jack, you know, as much as Abby doesn't want me to really advertise that her and Jack are super, super close, we all pretty much know. So I talked to Jack for a really long time, and he seems to, you know, get along with me too. The conversation that is standing out to me right now is the conversation that I had with Lydia. She is fucking scared. She's freaking out. She, you know, I didn't want to talk game with her because she started to scare me. She was telling me, like, she was offering me so many deals, you know, right off the bat. This was the day of the challenge, and I was just kind of like, like, where are you from again? But she was saying, you know, she was saying that she and Kevin are super, super tight, but then in the same breath, she was like, we have to watch out for Kevin and Paul because they're RAs. And then she said she tried to do like a season, she was like, we should have a season 3 alliance because there's 5 people from season 3 on this tribe. I don't care enough about my loyalty to season 3. And I know that if I went into an alliance of 5 with season 3 people, I'm 5. So why the fuck, why would I do that? Why would I do that?
Gabby's a freaking bitch. Nah, like, she's already coming after me. Like, I'm sorry if you're coming after the one person who won on your tribe. That's lazy. Also, it's stupid. Like, I don't know, I'm hoping enough other people, like, aren't stupid enough to vote out, like, the biggest shield they have. Like, there's a bunch of huge-ass threats over here, and, like, without me, the person who placed the highest, they're gonna be, I don't know, like, more obviously dangerous people.
She is freaking out, and I think it's because it's such an obvious pick to boot the former winner, like, you know, the only former winner on our tribe.
But like Abby's like going around texting, and then I've heard this from multiple people now, and I've seen freaking screenshots. She's like, oh, Lydia, she's telling Jack that I threw his name out, like trying to throw him under the bus. Like, why would I do that? Like, I'm not dumb enough to want Jack booted first. Like, that's stupid. That doesn't make any sense strategically. Okay. I know that there's a whole thing where like Owen told Jake that Gabby told her, whatever, that I'm freaking sus. That was before I even talked to Gabby. So now I've heard it from multiple freaking places that Gabby's trying to have people come after me. But the only person that's a good move for is her. I've been planting seeds to vote her out anyways, but she doesn't fucking know that, so whatever. I guess I'm back in business.
She's also playing the game so hard so quickly. Like, I don't know, girl, you might have to take your $100 gift card and just go.
You should be making friends. Like, you don't have anybody to back you up right now. Like, you don't have anyone you can trust.
I cannot believe that these people don't know that Paul and I are besties. Like, all the tea I'm getting, Paul gets it too. You know, and it's better that they don't know that right now. But it is so fun. It is so fun to pretend like I don't know him and I don't know what's going on.
Why are you instantly throwing names out and trying to make enemies? Like, it's my understanding that's what got her voted out so early in her season, is she was like instantly making stuff up about people and trying to get other people voted out. Like, you don't need to play that hard, especially early. Like, especially early, that's just sus. Like, bro.
Since I have no loyalties, everybody's been talking to me. Everybody wants to know where my head's at. Everybody wants my vote. I don't think I'm the kind of person who's disposable right away, because I'm a swing right now as far as they're concerned.
Everybody has been walking on eggshells all week, not wanting me to be the first person to like throw a name out, whatever. Makes sense, I'm doing it too. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, it's whatever. But the weird thing that's kind of happened is that everyone has like slowly, without anyone saying a name, everybody has kind of slowly agreed upon Lydia, kind of seems like. It's the smallest things that are going to get someone voted out this week, and so far she's the only one giving small reasons to vote her out. For example, she's telling multiple people that they need to watch out for me and Jack. She's throwing other people's names out there like Gabby, I've heard, and things like that, so people are she's on people's radar. The strategy behind Lydia is just that she's a winner, and she's the one throwing people's names out there. A few people wanted to keep her in as a shield, because a winner can be a shield, because at some point no one wants the winner to get to the end, so at some point she'll be an easy vote. But from experience, that's giving me PTSD. That's what we said all of season 2 with so many people. We said, oh, they'll be an easy vote at some point, we'll let them, like, we'll get them out next week, doesn't matter. Let's hit home runs now instead of going for the easy votes, and look where that got us. We all got voted out, and they all beat us, so I just don't want to risk that again. I have a gut feeling that if we let Lydia, as much as I love her as a person, if we let Lydia go through this first vote, I think she would find a way to make it far. Like, she just won season 3. We know what she's capable of.
The dark circles are from me staying up, trying to figure out a way to save both me and Kevin, because like, I still don't know which of us it is, because everybody's like obviously telling him me and everyone's telling me him, and like, it's bad strategy for both of us. It's like ridiculously frustrating, and I just like can't figure something out, and it's like really irritating to go from a season where like I like can seriously pull people to like not being able to pull anybody. I don't like it when other people have more people in their pockets than I do. I do think that like maybe some of that pull is artificial. I'm just concerned about positioning as far as next week goes. Like, who will I be able to grab? Like, if Kevin's not here, that was like a more secure person for me to grab. And I do like feel more and more that if it's Kevin who goes, like it is like a direct shot at me, like intentional. And it's like almost like a helpless feeling, because it's like, it's not like I'm stupid, like I can see it happening. I just like don't currently have the agency to do like that much about it. Like, I'm doing what I can. I'm like trying to like establish relationships with people, figure out if they're people who like I need to talk to and like get them to like me, to like vote with me and trust me, or if the people who I just need to lay things out to and be like, oh, well, like this is the way it is, you're smart, I'm smart, like come on, it's like it is what it is. Like, it's just difficult to figure that out. Everybody over here is sus. Like our tribe is too stacked, but like also there's people who I think are here because they have big personalities. And then there's also like a lot of people who were voted out maybe like a little bit earlier than others. And then I guess I could also say that some of the people are out of practice. And that, I don't know, like a lack of refinement in certain areas. Famous last words. I'm about to like knock on wood.
All right, Jack, read it out loud.
You have been selected. You either die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. Given to Madison Brown. You have to play like a villain. You have been selected as an agent by someone in the game to complete a task. Basically, they were given a choice and they chose that you must be a villain. Your job? Eliminate another player. Lydia Engel. Deadline? Final 15. If you succeed, you earn a major advantage. If you fail, lose 2 consecutive tribal votes post-swap.
Which is horrible.
Okay.
That's intense.
Holy cow. Well, I honestly think we could pull it off this week now. Like, I know you were on the fence to get rid of her before Kevin, but you can't lose 2 votes.
Yeah.
That would be awful.
I agree. I don't want it. And I'm just like...
So let's think about this. If we can vote out Lydia this week with you, me, Hannah, Abby, would Owen be down to do it? Like, here's the thing: we want to be able to get her to be voted out, but we don't want to tell people what your advantage is.
I think we still need Lydia to get Kevin though. I don't want to lose sight of getting Kevin out. It's a shame that it's this thing, but I think like there's 4 tribals basically from then.
Is that? Did he tell you the swap was happening at 15?
No, but like I'm looking at it like there's no way.
What if we start winning though, and let's say we win this week. Let's say we vote out Kevin this week. We still have only 4 people that we're 100% with. If we vote Kevin out, the 5 of them could easily vote out one of us, and then we'd be in the minority, and we wouldn't get it done. And then you would lose 2 votes. I think if we vote out Lydia now, that whatever the major advantage is, that secures another advantage for me and you. You know?
Yeah.
Welcome to Villains Tribe. Let's get right into it. Jack, heroes versus villains. You walk in here, you played last year, same snowy weather element. What was your reaction to hearing the theme and finding out you were on the Villains Tribe?
Well, I think the theme is pretty cool considering that's one of the best real Survivor seasons. I mean, that's basically setting this season up for a pretty good start and probably a pretty good finish too. Being on the Villains Tribe, I'm not entirely shocked. That's just me being honest, how I played last time. But the good thing is I'm not alone in terms of other villains being in my company, so I think it plays well for me.
Lydia, you had the honor of watching maybe season 1, but especially season 2 seasons that has just wrapped up. Coming into this game and seeing that it's all returnees, no new players, what was your reaction?
I mean, seeing it was all returnees was definitely, like, good for me. I don't know, I'm in kind of a unique position on this tribe, like, based on placement and everything like that. And I just feel like returning players have a better, I guess, like, a better understanding of the game, like, that only comes from experience, and know that, like, sometimes it's not the best move to, like, go after the biggest, like, quote threat right away, and that there's a lot more to it, to the game than that.
Abby, with an all returnee season and people that have played this game before and understand what it takes, how have you really played into the pace of this game? Has it been right off the bat straight away?
Yeah, I think so. I think like last season there was people that had never even seen the show before, and now you have a lot of super fans and everyone that's had experience. Everyone knows out of the gate kind of what game they want to play and how to set themselves up. So it's definitely a new vibe.
Madison, you played last season. There have been players that don't really know the game that well. As Abby says, is that a scary thing that people know this game and people are ready to play this time around?
A little bit. From my point of view, I think it just sets the season up for being a little like that more complicated. Like there's not going to be any players who are kind of just waiting to hear what's going to happen. Everyone's strategizing in some way, shape, or form. So it's exciting.
Yeah. So Paul, with an all returnee season, obviously you guys all want to be here. This is a second chance for everyone here. No one has played a third time. This is all everyone's second chance. What do you think are people coming into this game with a mentality as? Redemption, revenge, a new start? What do you think?
I mean, all of the above. Like, this is the first all returnee season in Syrvivor Syracuse history, so I think everyone wants to make their mark and stick around as long as we all can. So I think it's all about getting that season 2 redemption arc, you know?
Hannah, same question as you. What do you think these players are coming into this game ready to do? Redemption or just make it farther than they did last time?
Well, I think everyone wants to maximize on their second chance, myself especially. And you know, have the experiences that we didn't have or missed out on in our first season, and just really have a good time. And already, like this past week, I'm just so grateful for everyone, like being ready to go, being very welcoming and fun. You know, even if we're the best tribe, it's been very refreshing. It's such a good start already.
Gabby, talking about experiences, your experience was cut short last season. How do you plan to make that farther this season?
Well, you know, the answer is if I make the cut today, I already did. So, I mean, it was I set a very, 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 very low bar for myself the first time around, which, you know, only there's a lot of opportunity with that.
Alright, so let's get into the challenge. So you guys had 45 minutes to get the scavenger hunt items. As you know, Heroes Tribe won that challenge. Kevin, you weren't here. Valid reason. Happy Chinese New Year, by the way. That being said, you got 3 out of 3 correct, but the biggest thing, in my opinion, was missing those first day relationships. Do you think that could be a bad thing on your end?
I mean, 100%. I don't know. It's like, oh, sorry. I don't know. It's tough because no matter what, like I missed a week of spending time with these people, whether that was, I don't know, like first hangouts, yada yada, I don't know. It's obviously like that's like the hand I was dealt, and I'm gonna make it the best I can out of it, but it sucks, you know, like I would, hopefully, fingers crossed, I get to like, you know, hang out with people afterwards, I don't know. That's it.
And Jake, coming from season 1, in my opinion, the season formed around relationships. How big is relationships this early in the game with the week 1 vote?
I think it's huge. I mean, coming from season 1, we have by far the fewest amount of people, so it's definitely weird, like, coming into it like this. But I think with so little to go off of so early, like, the game hasn't really been formed yet, sides haven't really been formed yet, people are going to gravitate to the people who they know, so because of that, and just how people played in season 1 and in other seasons when they know each other, having these pre-existing relationships is huge, and I think it's going to be a huge story in this season overall. It definitely will have to play tonight.
And Paul, we've seen it from season 40 of Syrvivor the Real Show. Prior existing relationships are big in this game. You nudged Jake with being the only other season 1 player on the Villains tribe. Talk to me a bit about, Jake kind of touched on it, but the effect that prior relationships have on this vote especially.
Well, with this vote, I think it was a matter of comfortability with people and nobody wanting to rock the boat in terms of prior relationships, because we all know people from our past seasons, we might know people from other seasons, and there's associated rights that come with that. And people, they might be working with some people, but they might have no intentions on working with other people, and it's just, you just have to take everyone's word at face value for now. It's just tough on the Villains tribe, but I think coming into this vote, it was just a matter of, you know, like people feeling their way out. No one wanted to be the person to throw names out, and then out of nowhere, they just started coming out, so.
Oh, and talk to me about that. You had an entire week, Sunday to Sunday, to decide on who to vote out. Was it one name straight off the bat, or did it take a while to kind of get going?
It took a while to kind of break the ice, and especially getting to know all these people. And you know, like Paul was saying, we all have some kind of experience with at least a few people on this tribe. And you know, being a season 3 person, there's a lot of season 3 people on the team that kind of already knew and had those relationships with. And yeah, of course, I wasn't trying to be the first person to throw out a name, because then, you know, that kind of gets a target on your back. But it's all about just finding who you think you can trust and who you think will benefit the team going long term. The lines haven't really been drawn yet. They won't be drawn until the votes are written out.
Madison, Owen speaks about how the lines aren't drawn yet. However, there is an obvious line between seasons in your tribe right now with 5 season 3 players. Do you think that puts a target on the season 3 players, especially within this tribe, because they have the highest numbers?
Yeah, I think from an outside perspective, if people don't really know exactly how we intend to play the season, it's easy to think like, oh, if they all work together, they can take all of the other seasons out just based off of that numbers. It's a big number, so I totally get like being worried about it, but I don't think that's what's happening at all.
And Lydia, speaking of targets, obviously you just came fresh off of a win. How do you take down that target level, especially for you being a winner?
I don't know, like, I think it's the most obvious target, but I also think there are a lot of other people on this tribe, even on the other tribe, but especially this tribe, who have, like, those obvious targets, too. Like, it doesn't really matter where you place. Like, it's, like everybody has, like, the winning team. That's why they're playing again. So I don't know, like, I would say the best way for me to get, not rid of a target, like, I don't think it's going away. It's just, like, sticking with people who need me as much as I need them.
So Kevin, how do we base this vote? I mean, it's the first vote of an all-returnee season. It's a hard vote, as it is. how do you base it off vibes? You base it off relationships? You base it off these small moments you had to FaceTime with these people? What do you base it off?
Good question. I don't know why you asked me of all people. Yeah, I'm just basing it off vibes, you know, you just gotta roll with it, and you know, whatever happens, happens. I don't even want to think about it.
And last 2 questions. Jack, you played, in my opinion, one of the most fastest seasons, season 2. Do you think the game will slow down from any point from now to the end of the season? I mean, it's only the first vote.
I really don't think so. I don't think any of us would want the game to slow down. I think we all enjoy playing fast-paced. I mean, we're villains, and I think that speaks for itself. We like making moves. We like playing the game hard, and I mean, I certainly like playing the game fast. Waiting around is kind of torturous for me. This whole week's been really tough because I've gotten to know everyone here, and I really like everyone, so I don't think it'll slow down. I think it'll only get faster.
All right. With that said, it is time to vote for the first time in Syrvivor Syracuse Heroes vs. Villains. Maddie, you are first.
Fucking sorry to do this to you. You deserve so much better than this, but I can't make waves the first week.
Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave Tribal Council area immediately, film an exit confessional with Joe Sakamoto, and leave the Tribal Council area immediately. That said, if anyone has a Kin Immunity Idol and wants to play one, now will be the time to do so. Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Lydia. Kevin. 1 vote Lydia, 1 vote Kevin. Third vote, Lydia. Lydia. That's 3 votes Lydia, 1 vote Kevin, 6 votes left. Fifth vote, Lydia. And the first person voted out of Survivor Heroes vs. Villains, Lydia. Lydia, that's 5, that's enough. You can come up here and drop your buff. Oh, that's to pretend that you did. Lydia, the tribe has spoken. Alright, Villains Tribe, you just voted out the first person of this new season, Survivor Syracuse Heroes vs. Villains. Hopefully it was the right vote. Now all of you are not winners. We'll see which one, if any, from this tribe will be. Thank you guys, that's all I have for you. I'll see you at the next challenge. Next time on Survivor. So this challenge is called You're Only As Strong as Your Weakest Egg.
That's good. That's a blunder, my friend. That is a blunder.
Paul is doing Snake Niebuhr things.
I think that people still don't know that Holly and I have an idol.
I'm pretty confident that someone already has it.
I have to work with what I got.
Now I really need to play my own game.
The second person voted out of Survivor Syracuse Heroes vs. Villains.
I'm not surprised, disappointed. I do think it's I still think it's a lazy move. I don't think it's good strategy for a lot of people there.
She already done had herses.
But it is what it is. I have my money, hopefully Carl will win the whole thing. Or Jake, I wouldn't be mad if Jake wins either.
I'm really fucking sorry to do this to you. You deserve so much better than this, but I can't make waves the first week.
I just hope the people, this is petty, but I hope the people who it was really a bad move for, don't get very far. I really hope they get wrecked. Yeah, it is what it is though.